No matter how old we are or what challenges we live with, life is about continuing to grow.
Our intention is to challenge the current model of retirement living. An aging-in-place continued care model with a holistic approach focusing on social, physical, and emotional well-being. A multi-generational network gathering and sharing resources, knowledge, and most importantly, stories. Farming and gardening facilitates a reconnection with the outdoors that is used for therapy, as well as other nature-based wellness approaches such as ecotherapy. We plan to make farming a large part of the residents' everyday life, ensconcing them within the larger ecosystem of their community, while also increasing the quality of their day-to-day life.
Radical retirement.
Radical retirement.
Radical retirement.
Burgeon.
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 Burgeon means to begin to grow or increase.
To bloom.
To flourish.
To flourish.
Ability to grow.
To set forth new growth.
Since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have seen the negative impacts that the virus has had on all individuals, communities, and relationships. But our community has been hit especially hard.
It has left us feeling isolated, without freedom, and unable to experience our lives.
This unique multi-generational farming community is being designed for the year 2100. The approach begins with a regenerative mindset and focuses on restoring the ecosystem rather than depleting it.
The goal is to create a self-sustaining farming community within the Verde River Watershed, comprised of varying levels of care, research, and experience.
Our concept begins with the individual and how they occupy their dwellings. We believe communities flourish with time, and as the residents age in place, the architecture follows. The housing typologies are designed to increase natural interaction with the community through the shared areas and paths in what we are calling the muse, the space in between.
Beginning with a prefabricated modular unit allows for variation through the addition or subtraction of modular bedroom.
Though there are multiple typologies, the strategy of the floor plan remains the same. Circulation surrounds the edge of the unit, so the living core is centralized, allowing for views of the farms, cottonwood trees, and Verde Valley from every side.
There is a covered walkway integrated within every typology, with covered living areas that vary in size, allowing for amending between indoor and outdoor living. This is the start of the multi-generational transition of spaces.
The regenerative approach to these building models uses whole systems thinking to create a resilient and equitable system that integrates into the rest of the community.
We strive to create an extension of Cottonwood rather than creating a destination unable to respond to its context. We believe a community develops through diverse social interactions.
We look to achieve this through the combination of providing new experiences for all generations, welcoming the existing farm community, as well as facilitating research and discovery.
The strategy began with allowing the existing cottonwood trees to inform the use of space. We believe you can develop without destroying the natural environment.
As we start to walk through the site, we will break it down into 4 quadrants and show these key intergenerational moments.
As we zoom into the south quadrant of the site, notice the hot zones of interactions throughout the site. It ranges from conversations at the crops, note of rest along the paths or under the cottonwood trees, or even in the muse.
We believe that a community develops one relationship at a time.
The meadow is the focal point of intergenerational experiences.
Place where fruits can be sold, stars can be taught,
And relationships can be built.
The north quadrant is where ASU has started to research different growing operations as well as the regenerative models for the housing and site. This area allows for the elderly to come and learn the new techniques of farming and become familiar with the transition.
As we decided on using modular units, a great benefit of these is that they can be configured in many different ways. In this area, we are suggesting these ADUs or additional dwelling units to be placed on unused land of existing farms to allow residents to be able to live and interact with another family.
These modular housing typologies were designed with the hope that they will lead to a larger prototype for small farming communities throughout the nation to replicate in the future. A scalable regenerative housing movement in the upper Verde River Watershed, emphasizing restoration of the ecosystem rather than destroying it.
As we expand one step further, we see this entire watershed with our proposed site plan as well as these ADUs, which we are dispersing around the watershed to connect back to the city of Cottonwood and create intergenerational relationships which are highlighted in red.
Burgeon was designed to allow people the ability to grow freely throughout the entirety of their life.
A self-sustaining farming community within the Verde River Watershed, comprised varying levels of holistic care, research facilities designed to improve the quality of life, and a community based in nurturing one another.
By combining these concepts, we will be able to create both a social and environmental ecosystem of care and new life in the Verde Valley.
Thank you.